Good evening. Welcome home. Welcome back, and happy Friendsgiving. The night before Thanksgiving, fortunately, always falls on a Wednesday, so we get to spend it together. I know Friendsgiving for a lot of people, like it's a big deal for them at home. It wasn't really for me as a kid, so this for me is a great way to get together virtually with you. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. Please let me know when you're watching from, and if you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for spending your night with me as your kitchen potentially looks like chaos as you prepare to have your family and friends, and whether you like them or not, other relatives over tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I'm not a chef. My place in the kitchen is usually at the table, so I'm going to visit my brother tomorrow. But I'm happy to spend tonight with you. Let me put these on so I can read your comments. And look, I wasn't on mute today for the first for the first time. So yay for me. Yes, happy Wednesday. It is nice to see so many familiar names and faces in the chat tonight. Kelly is watching from Utah. Brett is watching from Abita Springs, Louisiana. I love me some Louisiana and New Orleans. We need to find a way. Becky Mencken, we need to find a way and a reason to go back, whether it's a cruise, whether it's an on the road event, whether it's a combination of all the above. Add that to the list of things we need to do. So we're going to do a relatively short show tonight. Heather says it is. You know what I'm finding, Heather, every night is really stretchy pants Eve. Plus, I know tonight for a lot of you, tonight's a big deal. I mean, not this, but it's a big deal. You've been waiting for this for a long, long time because it is also not just Thanksgiving Eve, but it is Happy Stranger Things Day. We've waited. It's been what, 5 years since the last season, or at least that's what it feels like. I don't remember everything that happened last season, but hopefully we'll pick it up pretty quickly. So I know you're going to want to watch Stranger Things, which is going to kick off in about a half hour. Joshua Smith, nice to see you as well, my friend. Rain Zukis. Kelly Freeman is in the middle of making pies. All right, so what is your Thanksgiving pie of choice? Is it apple? Is it cherry? Is it blueberry? Is it pecan? Is it pumpkin? If you could have your pie of choice, what is it? There's actually, it's funny. If you follow the NFL, one of the big NFL analysts and commentators posted something this morning, and he was like bashing apple pie, and the internet is just going crazy on this poor guy because he says he doesn't like apple pie. I think I'm not a sweets guy, but I am a pie guy. I love me a good pumpkin pie. I think I love me a good pumpkin pie. This is why I said these three: pumpkin pie, blueberry pie, and an apple pie, and actually a really nice pecan pie. Bring all of the pies. I hope my brother has pies to spare tomorrow because that is what I am absolutely crazy. Christine Thomas, nice to see you. Becky Mankin says pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie. A lot of love for the pumpkin pie. Kevin Shea, hello from Plymouth, home of the #1 tourist destination, The Rock. I think you mean the actual Rock and not Dwayne Johnson. Pumpkin cheesecake. She makes it every year. This is going to be a bad idea, Mangello, because you're hungry. You're fighting a little bit of a headache where a little piece of pie would probably do the trick tonight. Apple, cherry. I'm not a big cherry guy. I am not. Cherry is not my pie of choice. Gary Witt says, got to be pumpkin and pecan, maybe chocolate cream. Also, not a big cream guy. I'm not a meringue guy. I'm not a cream guy. I don't even like fluffernutter. Yeah, and it's pecan, not pecan. Jonathan Embry, happy pre-turkey day to you as well. A bourbon, wait, Kristen, this might be one that I want to know if you ship. It is a bourbon chocolate pecan pie. Apple all day long, warmed up with a side of an. I am not an a la mode guy. And I mean, yeah, Edna, yes, but pie. I want my pie just give it to me as is. It doesn't need to be warmed up. Like late night, walk into the kitchen, just grab a fork and just have at it. I don't think pies are sweets, Becky. I think pie is an exception to the sweets because it's not necessarily about the filling, it's about the crust. Like I love a really good crust on a pie. And usually pies are not overly sweet. That's why I don't want whipped cream on it. I don't want ice cream in it. I want it just as it was, like, out of the oven. It's sweet enough, like Becky herself. It's sweet enough. Ugh, I couldn't even get the words. I couldn't even get the words out. Jim O says he wants Dutch apple, pumpkin and pecan, pronounced pecan, not pecan. Yes, I was made that very clear when I went to New Orleans. Angie says she's making Butterfinger Delight. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm not a sweets guy, but I do like a Butterfinger. It's peanut butter, so it doesn't even count. Butterfinger Delight, banana pudding, apple turnovers, and cherry turnovers. Angie Castle, there's no chance that you live within a couple of mile radius of me, do you? Because all that sounds amazing. Costco pumpkin. Costco and Publix make really, really good pies. I don't go out to Costco that much because it's like an adventure to get there, but it is worth it when you go. Kristen doesn't bake it. Pumpkin pie does not need whipped cream. I think if pumpkin pie is made right, it doesn't need any accoutrements. It does not need any, like, creams and sauces. And just give me like a nice give me a nice pecan pie in the morning with a cup of coffee, preferably on a little bit of a colder day. It was 87 degrees today, and it's November 26th. Florida, for many reasons, Florida is broken, but weather-wise, come on, man. Give me a little bit of Thanksgiving weather. I am a jeans and hoodies kind of guy, and I'm sweating in my t-shirt and shorts, so I wanted to feel, wait a minute, raspberry pie. How have I never had, well, it makes sense. Like, it's a berry. I've never had raspberry pie. I'm a blueberry, blackberry. I like the dark berries, not cherries, in pie. Does anybody remember? I'm going to show how old I am. I don't think they make these anymore. Does anybody ever remember going with your mom, not my mom, but with your mom or your dad or whoever, your aunt, uncle, with your friends, going to the grocery store and getting the Hostess, like, single serve pies with, like, that delicious, like, sugary glaze on the outside, like almost like a glazed donut? We would go, and, like, my mom would sometimes let me eat the pie while we were in the store, and then we would check out with just the empty wrapper and the blueberry pie. Do they still make those? If they make those, I will literally go to Publix or order them from Amazon, just because I want that little, I can taste it, that nostalgic taste of childhood. No, I'm going to start. Don't go down the nostalgia road, Mangello. Don't do it the night before Thanksgiving and start weeping in front of everybody again. Part of the reason my wife married me is because I don't like pie, which is more, oh, well, then that makes sense. That makes sense. She doesn't have to worry about sharing, which is also a very smart strategic move on her part. We also have chocolate cream pie, which is pudding pie. Pudding pie. See, now pudding pie, I could be down with. Like a cream pie, I don't know, they're sort of the same thing, but they're a little bit different. Mike Beckerman says, big into pumpkin pie, not so much into apple. It's a texture. A lot of people said, that's what the analyst from the NFL said this morning. It's a texture thing. It also depends on how you make your apple pie. Sometimes they're wedges, sometimes they're little bits and little pieces and tiny little chunks, but I like a little bit of that crunch, which is very different texturally than pumpkin pie, which is like, in a perfect world, I would prefer to have both. Although I will say, the thing I'm most excited for tomorrow is stuffing. I am, obviously, this is a body built on stuffing, not on, like, proteins. I am so excited for stuffing tomorrow. I just want, like, stuffing and pie. That is what I want my Thanksgiving meal to be. I just hate, I love the fact that I get to go to my brother's house, but I hate the fact that I have to go to my brother's house because it's like an hour and a half drive to the middle of nowhere in Citrus County. And I just want to, like, eat my stuffing and pie and then sit on my little couch and just watch football. I got outvoted at Costco, and we got pumpkin instead of pecan. Lisa Glassner, who's the parent in your family? Is it you, or is it those not so little munchkins anymore? You need to dictate the pie purchase, and I think, or what you could have done is, you know what, kids, let's just get both. So it sounds like you're being, like, magnanimous and generous to your kids, but really you're doing it for selfish reasons because you know they don't like the pumpkin pie, it's more for you. Just picture this. Just picture this. Come closer. Sitting there on your couch, everybody else is asleep. Stranger Things is on, or you're watching the last episode of Welcome to Derry from the It series, which I haven't caught up yet, so don't spoil. And you're just sitting there with just a slice or the entire pumpkin pie on your couch, your beverage of choice, blankie. Look how happy it is. Look how happy it makes me. That's a good Wednesday night right there. Chad Williams, don't forget to set your bathroom scales back 15 pounds tonight in preparation for Thanksgiving feasting. I find that I don't like overindulge on Thanksgiving. So tomorrow, the thing I'm looking forward to, so there's like traditional like bread stuffing, and then this may be an Italian thing. It might have been my mom thing. My mom used to make, and fortunately my brother has the recipe and he makes it too. She used to make this sausage stuffing, like it's almost like a meat-based sausage stuffing. So I got the like the fluffy, bready stovetop stuffing, and then I also have like the sausagey stuffing, a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of turkey, a little bit of football. It's a good day. Good day. A lot to be thankful for. If you know me, you know my feelings about Thanksgiving. It's like every holiday. And I just like, oh, here he goes. Mongello's going to talk about it again. Thanksgiving shouldn't be one day a year. I know it shouldn't be. Like Thanksgiving should be inspiration for you to be thankful every single day. We all, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening behind the scenes, behind the camera, in your private life, we all have a lot to be thankful for. It's a matter of choosing the good, finding the good, and being thankful for a lot. And I'm not going to get all weepy when I say how thankful I am for you, but just in case you tune out, I'm super thankful for you. All this is because of you. So thanks. Including the pies. The pie, I'm going to be thankful for the pie tomorrow as well. When it's done right, it's fluffy and needs zero whipped cream. Truer words have never been said from a young Michael Beckerman. Right? Little cup of coffee and like a really nice give me a cup of Dunkin' coffee with a couple of shots of pumpkin in it. Yeah, this is my favorite time of year. It is my favorite time of year. Do I partake in any sauces with my chicken tenders on DCL? You don't need it, but so Gary Witt, this is the recipe for success, and it's different. If I get chicken tenders, I know I'm a crazy person. If I get chicken tenders on deck 11, I will usually arrange a small little buffet of sauces. I'll get a little bit of barbecue. I'll get a little bit of like honey mustard. Maybe I'll get some ketchup for my fries. However, when you order chicken tenders on room service, when we know that they are exponentially better because they come from different chickens and kitchens, but when you order chicken tenders from room service, I believe it only comes with barbecue sauce and ketchup for the fries. So I have it just the way the executive chefs like them prepared, which is just pure tenders and maybe a little bit of barbecue dipping. Now I want chicken tenders, which I know I should not be thinking about chicken tenders at this point, but just finished baking my mom's pumpkin pie with a gluten-free pie crust. I have a bunch of people who I know who are gluten-free. A lot of the gluten-free stuff has gotten a lot better from what it was years ago. Like I remember when Aaron McKenna's Bakery opened in Disney Springs. That was sort of like the first like vegan and gluten-free stuff, and it was okay. But now like the recipes and the ingredients have just gotten so much better that sometimes you can't even tell the difference. However, I prefer all of the gluten if possible in all of my. I'm gonna ask my brother. Yeah, tomorrow, apple pie, pumpkin pie, no whipped cream, no ice cream. Can you add more gluten and just put a little more MSG on top as well? Perfect. Thanks. Bye. Okay, good. I'm set for tomorrow. McDonald's apple pie. Well, McDonald's apple pie, you could buy one today, and then by the time you eat it tomorrow, it'll still be as hot as the surface of Mercury. It is. Kelly found Hostess apple pies. Do they still make that? They do say, Mike Beckerman, you give me a little Debbie oatmeal cream pie. I am a 6-year-old kid coming home from St. Bernard School in Plainfield, New Jersey, with the little happiest like smile on my face. Every now and then I'll go to the grocery store. Yes, I mean, I don't cook, but I buy some of the things there. And I will just treat myself and I'll literally hide them in the back of the pantry, so nobody else sees them. And that's like my little wow. Now I want Little Debbie, and I want Hostess. What time does Publix close tonight? If I find out that Publix still has Hostess pies, I might put on pants and go to Publix and get one or 5. Walmart sometimes has the Tasty Cake fruit pies. All right, I will look online and I'll get a case shipped to me. Frozen Little Debbie's. Frozen Little Debbie's? I no. It's an abomination. It can't be good. That can't be. I'm also not. Never mind. I'm not going to say I'm not a sweets guy. I'm not a frozen guy. Terry only likes pecan pie. Kristen says there was a bakery years ago that made 4 and 20 pies. Darren says, I never was a pie guy. Then COVID reprogrammed my taste buds, and now apple, blueberry, and chocolate. I don't know that I've ever had chocolate pie. I've had chocolate lava cake, not chocolate pie. Our stuffing usually weighs more than the turkey, all the left. I do love leftovers. I like leftovers, and then you make like your own version of the holiday sandwich at home. Again, on the comfort of your couch, wearing comfy clothes. That is the way to do it. Leftovers. So when my mom used to host Thanksgiving, I mean, my parents, so we always had a big family, so big family would come over, and my parents, I never realized it until I got older. They're like, who are these people like in my house? Whether it was Christmas or like Thanksgiving, they would sort of open the door to friends of theirs who didn't have any place to go or didn't have family, and sometimes like we had a lot of people. But whether we had like the normal 25 or 30 family members or more if there was friends, like my mother either must have bought like a 75-pound turkey or multiple. I think there were multiple turkeys cooking in multiple ovens in my house because we would have leftovers for what seemed like weeks. So you'd make the sandwiches, I'd have it for lunch in school, and then there'd be all different sort of like iterations and incarnations of the turkey leftovers. And now for some reason I'm thinking about chicken pot pie, but I digress. Clearly I'm very, very, I did not eat enough for dinner. The holiday sandwich at Earl Sandwich is killer. Mike Beckerman, I will bring back sausage stuffing from my brother's tomorrow. I can't save you any because I'm probably going to eat it first, but I will see if I can maybe get you the recipe for it because it's so. My mom's was the best. My mom was a good cook. So, let me see. Terry says, I just retired 3 weeks ago. Congratulations. What did you retire from? Haven't had a Thanksgiving off in over 25 years. 911 operator. Oh, wow. Never wanted anyone ordered in. Well, first of all, thank you for your work serving your community as a 911 operator. So Jonathan Embry, who is a chef, by the way, in case you can't tell, doing my own Thanksgiving: whiskey brine turkey, turkey jus, stuffing, sweet potatoes, and green beans with a public. There's a typo there that I'm happy. I don't know how newscasts. I mean, it's obviously gonna have. I'm happy that I took a second to read it before I said it. There was a slight typo. I mean, I don't think I don't think it's a pubic pumpkin pie. I think you meant to say it's a Publix pumpkin pie, which I'm sure is going to taste. I cracked myself up. I'm sure it's going to taste much better. Valerie, have a happy Thanksgiving. Gary Witt, it is the way. It is the way, brother. And like, there's part of me that wishes the room service experience could be like communal, could be shared with others. But man, there was nothing better. Like it would be super weird if I invited everybody like to my stateroom. But when I just did the Destiny, it took me till the last night to do it. Excuse me, to finally get chicken tenders. It was the happiest. I was there in my little footy pajamas watching Big Hero 6 with my chicken tenders. was a good night. So Kelly says they do make the Hostess cream pies. Butterscotch crimpets. So wait a second. So I could see it. I can see the Tasty Cake box with the logo and the little like cake with that sort of yellowish cream. And then sometimes, if you were really careful, you could open it up. And I'm not saying I did this, but I did this. You could actually like roll the frosting off of it and just eat the frosting. Maybe this is why I'm not a sweets guy. You could just eat the frosting off the butterscotch crimpets. I have to get those too. I'm going to, for a future show, I'm going to gather up some of my favorites. We'll all do this. We will have like a way back. Wait, write this down. We're going to have a way back Wednesday. And we are going to sort of go down memory lane and share our sort of childhood favorites. Get yourself, find it, order it, whatever. Your favorite nostalgic, like candy, cereal, food, snack, whatever it is, and we will share it together. Maybe we'll do it like can we do it on a Zoom call? Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it, and I can have you call in and show or share what your favorite snack is. And by snack, I mean multiple snacks. Because now my like wheels are spinning. And I was like, oh, I would get this, and I would get this. And I'll make myself my own little buffet here in my office. Or no, wait. We'll do that, but maybe I'll do it out somewhere. And if you're local, my mama didn't raise no dummy. If you're local, it'll be like a way back Wednesday snack potluck where we all bring something from our childhood. We get together somewhere and we share in some of our favorite childhood memories and snacks. I am so excited about this idea. I don't know how or when I'm going to pull it off, but after the holiday, this is and Lisa, I'm expecting you to bring butterscotch crimpets. I'm going to try and get those Hostess cakes. We're going to get little Debbie snacks, like Quisp cereal. Yeah, like there's a lot of things that I want to get. Where do you get the best pie at Walt Disney World? The pecan pie and the hummingbird cake at Art Smith's Homecoming. Like that's where my mind went first. I would have said because I think it counts as pie. The blueberry cheesecake at Boathouse, which is no longer currently on the menu, was the best of the best of the best. And one of the nicest things they've ever did for me there was I went there once for my birthday and they gave me an entire blueberry cheesecake as a birthday present. It weighed like 17 pounds. It is so good because it had like fresh blueberries and like the crumb cake that you would get like from an Entenmann's bakery or like the bakery on Avenue X in Brooklyn. Like they were big and delicious. And yeah, that's where I would go. Can we get that sausage stuffing, please? I think I don't know that we have it here, but I know my brother has it because my brother makes it. My brother hosts Thanksgiving every year. I will see if he will part with it or sell it. One of the two. Yes, Becky, I am. I think 8 years old is being generous. I am a 7-year-old person trapped in a year-old body. So, Beatrice, thank you for working tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You will be in the truly most magical place on earth with the happiest people on earth. There's a lot to be thankful for in being able to do that. Matthew, can't wait for the DCL chicken tendies on the Destiny this summer. Brother, I kid you not. I don't know what it is that they do with those chicken tenders and how they're prepared. And people are like, you can go to Cast Connection. They sell them. It's different. There is something about that magical kitchen at night. They are. Well, the next time we go, Becky, remind me of this. When we do the Destiny, by the way, in February, there's still room if you want to join us. When we do the Destiny in February, I'm going to get chicken tenders from Deck 11, and I'm going to get chicken tenders from room service, and I will do a side-by-side Pepsi challenge taste test because they are just different. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's just science. So, let me see. Fulton Raz says, I'm working on my new original Christmas song. I'm trying to come up with a title for my original Christmas song. Do we have any ideas? And what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Um, I think, as we just said, I think it's the stuffing, right? I think give me some good stuffing. Um, yeah, give me the good stuffing. Maybe some nice mashed potatoes. I do like. I do like the beans. So wait, here's a question for you. Quick poll: cranberry sauce. Is it? Do you like the gelatinous one, like in a tube, like in a can, or do you like sort of the crushed cranberries? Which is the way you prefer to eat? I prefer the crushed ones. The other ones feel a little bit too artificial for me. I don't know why. So I totally peeled off the icing and rolled it in a ball. It's the right way to do it. It is the absolute right way to do it. Do I know it starts after Thanksgiving? Christmas Kringles. Soup pass hour. Look, look. Um, I don't. There are moments in my many decades on this beautiful planet of ours that have truly been life changing. Right, the birth of my children. Um, there's been others. My first taste of a Cajun Kringle it is on that list somewhere. It is that good. The first time, and I think you sent me, right? I think you sent me my very first Cajun Kringle from New Orleans. I'm not a king cake guy, but I am all in on the Cajun Kringle because like, gather around, my friends. Order a Cajun Kringle from Hadel's Bakery. It's gotten more expensive, but it's totally worth it. It is this large, round ring with like fake flaky dough and like this like crushed pecans and like this pecan glaze, and you put it in the microwave for like 9 seconds. It's I've done the work. 9 seconds is the magic number. You have that with a cup of coffee and a quiet morning. You don't need anything else. I promise you, your day cannot be bad after you do that. Hadel's Bakery. Um, it is that good. Do you know where to get pumpkin pie in Walt Disney World? I don't. I don't know, Chad. I don't know if this is a trick question. Where? I don't. If somebody knows, let me know. I will go and do the work. I introduced Lincoln, who's Matthew's awesome child, to Dunkaroos a little while back. And he always asks, I think we as parents are obligated to do that, to introduce our children or nephews or nieces or friends' kids, whatever it is, to some of the things we grew up with. And whether it's bad for them or not, who cares? Like, introduce some of the things we grew up with. And because some of those, whether it's the butterscotch crimpets, whether it is the hostess things, like, hopefully we all have good memories attached to those things. Like, I think about the pies. I think about being at Pathmark with my mom in New Jersey, like as a little kid, eating that, as we walked around the grocery store going grocery shopping. So anything at Cake Bake Shop is a whole different level um, of cake eating. I need to. By the way, if you've never done Cake Bake Shop for a meal, oy, I would go back if only there was anybody who would. Do you know how hard? I can't find any. The food there is better than the cakes. I said it to Gwendolyn to her face. The food is better than the cake. She comes from the New Orleans style gumbo is legit gumbo. The food is so. Maybe I should go and do a live dining review of, because we did the cakes like when I did the thing with Gwendolyn and Ashley. Maybe I should go and do a live dining review of the food. I'll see. I'll see if I can bribe anybody to go with me. So, let me see. Chicken tender room service meetup in Becky's stateroom. I like that idea. I like that. Becky usually has more room to maneuver in her stateroom, so I think that is the way that we shall do it. I will make sure, Becky, when I find your stateroom number, I will put it on our itinerary and make sure everybody knows, like, I'll pick a night. You know what we'll do? We'll surprise you. We'll surprise you one night. We will order like 70 orders of chicken tenders to your stateroom, and we'll just like knock on your door outside, be like, hey, chicken tenders will be here in 5 minutes. Think how much fun that would be. You would love that. And I'll tell everybody to bring their kids too. Becky's going to send me an angry text, probably with a pretty offensive finger gesture in a matter of seconds. I love the canned stuff, but these days I make my own with brown sugar and OJ. So I need to get off the fact that, one, you make your own. Two, I've never had this before. And brown sugar and orange juice with cranberries? Fascinating. Like, I'm picturing like what that must taste like. If only there was anybody who would save me some. I heard a song on Sirius that made me think of Lou. Posted on the there is a Stretchy Pants song. Hold on a second. I'm sure this is not legal, but it doesn't matter. Wait. Stretchy Pants. Wow, it must be listening to me because it knew exactly what I was talking about. By Carrie Underwood? Time to celebrate the season, haven't eaten all day. I've got my place at the table, can't fit no more on my plate. I've got my fork in my hand, ready to stuff my face. So bring on the turkey potatoes. Oh, Carrie Underwood. I did not even know that was a thing. Deb had butterscotch crimpets tonight. Publix is Publix open tomorrow morning? They might be. I might be able to do like a quick Publix run. Canned cranberries with walnuts and orange zest. You guys are sort of really, you are like upping the cranberry game. I'm going to be disappointed and borderline offended tomorrow when I go and she's just popping open a can of cranberries and throwing it in a little dish. I'm like, where's the zest? Where's the brown sugar? Where's the OJ? I guess that makes sense because you get like cran orange juice and you got like cranberry orange in your cocktails. So I guess that makes sense. Let me see. Being Italian, do you put an Italian twist on it? My family does artichokes, mushroom, and pizzelle. All right, Joe. So my mom used to make stuffed artichokes, which when I was a kid, I was like, what are these like weird? As I got older, I love stuffed artichokes. Mom, I miss your stuffed artichokes. I don't know if my brother does stuffed artichokes. You make stuffed artichokes right with the breadcrumbs and ridiculous, like stupid amounts, borderline illegal levels of garlic. Man, that's the way to go. You just sit there and you just like eat those leaves. And then you got to work to get to the heart, like in a relationship. You have to work to get to the heart. But man, when you do that and you sort of scrape like the hairs away, oh God, the artichoke hearts. I haven't done it in a long time, probably when I was single. I could buy like a jar of artichoke hearts and just eat like with a fork out of it like I was snacking on popcorn. I don't know if he does mushrooms. God, I love pizzelle. Like an anise pizzelle. That's I think I need to go to. I finally found there's one in Winter Park. There's a like legit Italian like pork store, meat store, bakery, sandwich place. And I think they make fresh pizzelle. If you don't know what pizzelle is, it's like a pressed, almost think of it like a super thin like pancake that's like pressed. It almost looks like a doily, and it comes in different flavors. Like anise is one, almost has that like little bit of a licoricey flavor to it. Those are my favorites. Oh God, they're so good. I have to go to Publix. If not tomorrow, then on Friday. I am making a very hungry run to Publix. Heading to the Disney Destiny on Friday. Oh, Kevin Shea, you're going to have such a great time. Do I call room service and ask for the Lou special? If you did. So depending on how hungry you are. So if you order the chicken tendies, when you order the chicken tendies, you're going to get 3 that comes with fries. If you like spicy, the buffalo wings are like super, super spicy. So if you want a little like spicy and savory, you can do that too. You also, again, depending on how hungry you are, you could maybe forego the buffalo wings and get a cookie if you want to end with a little bit of a sweet treat. But usually for me, it's just 1 or 4 orders of chicken tenders and I call it a night. And I just like, there's another, I always think very carefully at what I want, like the last, like when I go to have dinner, I think, or any meal, like what do I want that last flavor to be in my mouth? And I want the last thing that I taste like at night to be that chicken tenders. I mean, I brush my teeth and stuff after, but you understand. So, Becky says we need to go back. I'm here 12:12. Go back where? Where are we going back? I mean, there's a lot of places I need to go back to, and we will talk about that at another time. But, and yes, Lisa, if only there was somebody. Like if you know somebody who's local who would go with me, like to the cake bake shop, please give her or him my name. So, it is a real Facebook trade. Yeah, look, you know what? It happens. You can't go live from a park. You can't go live for anyone. Oh, cake bake. Oh, we could do cake bake. You can't go live from anywhere without getting some sort of like copyright flag. So it's fine. Publix is open tomorrow morning. Well, so this is how I think my day is going to go. It's going to be like Christmas morning for me. I'm going to get up. Not a creature was stirring except me. I'm going to go to Publix and get all my little like snacks. And then I'm going to stop at Dunkin' and get like a nice Dunkin' coffee, like a little pumpkin coffee. Maybe I'll treat myself. What is your go-to donut? What's your go-to donut? You're going to Dunkin' Donuts. What's your go-to donut? I am a blueberry cake guy all day, every day. Like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Blueberry cake, possibly chocolate frosted or pumpkin during the very limited pumpkin season. I don't know why, Dunkin', not that you're listening, but unless Angela's here. Why do you stop serving pumpkin donuts on November 1st? It is the height of pumpkin season. I don't understand why we're in the Christmas peppermint mocha latte frappuccino nonsense in November. It's still pumpkin season. Thank you. I'm very passionate about my pumpkin donuts and my pumpkin coffee. All right, wait, let me catch up. My mom makes the best stuffed artichoke dip in oil and vinegar to soak in. Oh, God, nice. And then like you have that artichoke with like a really nice loaf of like crusty Italian bread. Oy vey. My hubby's aunt used to make pizzelles every Christmas. What do I do during Thanksgiving beside the parade and dog show? So Caleb, this may be the end of our friendship, my friend, but I'm not a huge parade guy. I've never been a big parade guy. And I've watched in the past, usually for the floats, but I don't know who 93.1% of the performers are who are lip syncing anyway. They don't do fun stuff like they used to, like when they had the Marvel superheroes like on parade. I've never watched the dog show. I will watch football on Thanksgiving because that for me is more the tradition. We'll go to my brother's around 2:00. We'll have a little nosh. Usually we have to, because we don't get together that often, I think we have to celebrate like 1, 2, 3, like 4 birthdays. So we celebrate 4 birthdays and then we watch some football and then take a nap and then go home. Usually I go home and then take a nap. So, yes, we need every night at DCL with warm chocolate chip cookies and milk. See, that's nice. And do that, Matthew. Enjoy that while you can with your kids. Like those are the best times of your life. So, Christine, gotta get back to packing. Have a happy Thanksgiving as well. Sean Embry, apple fritter. I love the apple fritters, except if I go inside and I look down and I don't know why they ruin it by putting the calorie count there. Don't do that to me. Then maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to treat myself tomorrow to an apple fritter because it's apples and it's healthy. And it's sort of like preparing my tummy for the potential apple pie that may come later. So it's sort of full circle connecting all of the dots. So, let me see. A chocolate honey dip. I've never heard of that. Per Michael, all Publix are closed tomorrow. Well, that just ruined the fantasy. Hopefully Dunkin' is still open. A black raspberry. I have not seen black raspberry, but if they have it, I do love raspberries. Maple glazed, apple fritter, not a Boston cream guy. Everglazed does have me covered. Chad Williams, I'm not sure what the dollar figure would be to get me to go to. I for a moment was like, oh, maybe I'll do the show out tonight. Maybe I'll even go to Disney Spring. I was like, oh, wait, it's the night before Thanksgiving. It's going to be an absolute zoo. My wife and son are in Disney Springs now. I hope they make it back alive because I can't imagine just what it's going to be like down there on the night before Thanksgiving. I am much happier here in my house, in my very comfy clothes, with my friends, talking about food. I'll Everglazed will be there. Wabbit, it's not rabbit season, it's wabbit season. Wabbit season, duck season. Again, watching cartoons with some, that's what we need. We'll do like a meetup where there's old cartoons and nostalgic food from our childhoods, even though my childhood is probably a little bit farther back than your. Drew Pike has never been to Dunkin'? Where do you live? The moon? I mean, I know Dunkin's really more of an East Coast thing. Dunkin' is, I'm a Dunkin' guy all day. I can drink it. I don't love Starbucks coffee. I've said this before because it's true. It's dark and bitter like my ex. I'm more of a Dunkin' iced green tea with 3 pumps of the honey blend, or sometimes like some of the seasonal coffees. Although they do have a nice coffee cake. They have a nice cinnamon coffee cake. So if I do the coffee route, that usually is my like morning breakfast. Let me see. I like the balloons and the Broadway shows. Grandma and the aunts always make Zeppeli on Christmas Eve. Wow, you guys got like fryers and stuff in your house, Matthew Willie? I dig that. I dig the idea of the homemade Zeppeli. Do they put them in a bag and shake them like with the powdered sugar like you get like at the feasts? Because that's the way you got to do it. The next time I'm in San Diego, we'll get a fritter the size of your head. Sean, I would love to go back to the conference that I've loved. I haven't been there in years. Moved from San Diego, so it's not there anymore. But I have some friends in San Diego, and I'm trying to find either a conference, a speaking gig, and a reason to go out. And I will hold you to that giant fritter the size of my head. I dig San Diego, and I want to go back to. There's a little restaurant near, like, I think it might be in the Gaslamp District. It's called Werewolf, that has like an amazing breakfast, like pancakes and coffee, which was really, really good. I think that was really the last time that I was there. What's the busiest holiday at the parks? It's going to be Christmas. Easter is also really high up there too. 4th of July. Um, Basically any yeah, any day of every day, every Saturday, every weekend. It's no the those are going to be your big ones. Christmas is always going to be your great. Like the parks will max to capacity. Magic Kingdom will max out by noon, traditionally. Some of the, Epcot might as well, and New Year's. So it's sort of that big 3 or 4 are going to be the busiest. Voodoo Donuts, Becky. There's a Voodoo Donuts here, and they're Instagram donuts. They look. It's like some of the Everglazed ones, and I love Everglazed. Everglazed chicken sandwich, still the best chicken sandwich on property. They're more for show, like they're more for like millennials taking their Instagram picture and then not eating the actual donut. I don't need all the stuff on top of my donut. I want my donut like a nice cake donut. However, the ube donut at Everglazed is reason to get in your little car, except on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, to get in your little car and go down to Everglazed. I miss Dunkin' peanut donuts. Rebecca, please explain and talk slowly. What is a peanut donut and why have I never had that before? Con Pain is a sandwich shop in San Diego. I don't think I've ever eaten there. Wait a minute. Gary Witt. This is one of the reasons why we're friends. Becky, listen to what he's throwing down. WDW San Diego group trip capped off by a Mexico DCL cruise on the Wonder. Becky, I am not kidding you. Put down whatever it is that you are stuffing your face with and see if that's a real possibility. 2026, I'm looking at you. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth from Dr. Witt. He is a very smart man, and I like that idea, and we've never done it before, and I love that ship, and I love that. Somebody go to bookmeicruise.com and find out if that's even a possibility, because Becky might be passed out at this point. So, yeah, DCL salesrooms. But Becky, I am expecting, you're so quick on the texts to criticize me and curse at me. I want to see a text about the possibility of that cruise out of San Diego in 2026. It's a glazed donut with chopped peanuts on it. Cake donut, glazed and rolled with chopped peanuts. So good with a chocolate milk. Oh, I do like the sound of that. Becky says, yes, it's possible if ... This is where she's going to send me a text about what the if actually is. Well, we will find a way to make that happen. Voodoo has a really good buttermilk donut. Yeah, I did Voodoo twice over at that park that shall not be named, because those are the only Voodoo I've ever seen. And again, it was fine. It was like super, super sweet. So it's just not I won't even say what I'm not being a sweets guy, but can we do another group cruise on the Treasure? Minnie Mouse, you don't have to ask me twice. I am down to go back on the Treasure all day, any day. And I think we should. Like, now that the Treasure's been out for a while, I don't see, Becky, why there's no reason why we can't do the Treasure again. Maybe we should do this, Becky. Ready? Follow me around the room with this. And I understand the logistics of our schedules. We can work around. Instead of a WDW Radio meet of the month, and I promise, I know my schedule's been crazy. I promise I will have a meet of the month before the end of the year. Instead of a meet of the month, a cruise of the month. And we just do, even if there's not like a ton of people, it'll be nice. Nice, like small little intimate cruises of the month, and from a variety of different ports on different ships, just for fun. I am. Does the Destiny have a karaoke bar? Not a karaoke. Well, so in DeVille's, you can sort of karaoke with the singer. Same thing. You can sort of sing along. They do have karaoke in Saga, and I think they also have it in. It's not called Triton's. Is it called Triton's? Whatever the other lounge is, it's not Cask and Cannon. I know they have karaoke there. You will not see me, Bartender Winky. By the way, I dig that name. This is not a karaoke guy. That's not my thing. So, Treasure, Wonder, New Orleans, San Diego. Brett, I'm down with all of it. Marguerite from the Southern California ABD. I would do a Treasure group in a second. Becky, look, we literally are signing somebody up right now. I think we should make that happen. All right, I want to be mindful of the fact that it's the night before Thanksgiving, and you might be cooking, or you might want to go and watch Stranger Thing. Cruise a month around the world, hop on off. Listen, you buy, I'll fly. Let's make it happen. I am down, like, all over it. I am all over it. She keeps saying if. I know she's going to blame me. Just so you know, behind the scenes, Becky is going to send me a text or an email blaming me. Well, if you would, blah, 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 we'll figure out. Maybe it won't be every single month, but I think we could do this. All right. Before we wrap up for the night as you get ready to spend Thanksgiving. Listen, whether you are working, whether you are spending it with your family, whether you're spending it with your friends, whether you're spending it solo, whatever it is, know that there is somebody on the other side. This blank-year-old guy trapped, a 7-year-old kid trapped in a much older body that is incredibly thankful for you. I want to know from you, what is the one, like Disney thing, right? We'll sort of bring it back to Disney real quick. What is the one Disney thing that you are thankful for this year? The one thing that Disney did, the one thing that they announced, the one thing that you experienced in the parks or Cruise Line or Adventures by Disney, the one sort of like Disney related thing. And look, even if it's like, hey, it's just this family, it's the community. What is the one thing from a Disney perspective that you are thankful for? I have a lot. I could easily do my own top 10 or top 5 things that I am thankful for. This has been a remarkable year for a variety of reasons. And again, it really, it's not, I'm not saying it for any other reason other than because it's true. It's because of you. Like all the things that I'm thankful for that have happened to me have happened because of you and your support and your friendship and your love. And again, even if we've never met before, it affords me to the opportunity to do these things and share them with you. And I'm thankful for that. So Becky says, I'm thankful for Disney bring us all together in this amazing Ohana. Preach. Doreen says, I am thankful for the ABD WDW Radio Japan. Oh, God, that was so good. Like, you want to talk about the best time of my life. That's up there. That is very, very, very high up there. Gary says, what a fun hour. Laughed out loud several times. Thanks for the great time. Happy Thanksgiving. Gary, you as well, my friend. I hope to see you again, either out in the beautiful part of the country that you live in or next time you guys come out here. And he says, I'm thankful for being able to take my mom to Disney for the first. Aw, it's such a beautiful thing, right? When you can take your parents. I wish my parents had lived long enough. So like they were around for like the beginning and parts of this journey, but I was never able to be like, you know what? Oh, I never got to say, I want to take you to Disney. I want to sort of bring you around Disney. I want you to sort of experience things at this sort of phase of my life, but I know they're with me all the time. So we are thankful for our favorite cast member, Megan O'Brien. We're thankful for Lou. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thanks to all the cast members in the community who create magic. Without them, none of this happens. Thank you for meeting up with my sister next Tuesday in Walt Disney World. Family reunions are better when they happen in the most magical place on Earth. These great groups to keep everyone connected. I may be able to get there in January for my first time since pre-COVID. Terry, that would be great. I'd love to have the opportunity to see and meet you and thank you in person. Heather says, I'm thankful for my friends. Gave me a day at Disneyland for my birthday. We had the best day ever. Those are the gifts that truly keep giving because those memories sort of stay with us for a lifetime. I'm thankful for the Disney vacation memories that I have with my family. I am with you as well. As we were talking and like thinking back, I was thinking, of not just taking my kids, but my parents taking me and the times I've had with my friends, my extended family, which is you, this past year. And those really are the very best of memories. So let me see, did I miss any? Thanks to Lou, Momentum, the WDW community. Chad, you are a good man doing good things. I have loved watching you and your journey and your growth and you like making your own literal and figurative dreams come true and then you turning it around to try and help other people do the same things. That is what Momentum is all about. So I appreciate that, man. Thankful for you and the shows. It's Tom Swan, Drew Pike. Happy Thanksgiving. Thankful for everyone who joined us on WDW Radio Trip with me, and those who will join us. Let me see. Oh, Sean's kissing butt. Thankful to Becky and her team for all of their help. That is true. All the trips that we were able to take with and through and because of Mouse Fan Travel are because of the incredible set of advisors that they have. And I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying this because Becky's here, but one thing that makes a nice holiday gift for you and your family is planning a trip. It's not about the things. It's not about the stuff, man. I promise you, like you will realize it one day. It's not about the stuff. It's about the memories. It's about the time that we spend together. And I think, like I found as I've gotten older, that these are the things that I look forward to. It's not the stuff that we're buying. It's the stuff that we get to do together. So if you're thinking like, what do I get my family? What do I get my friend? Do something like a trip, whether you get it for them or do it with them, whether it's a cruise, Adventures by Disney, a trip to one of the parks. I'm telling you, these are the things that they will appreciate and that you will as well. And obviously go through my friends over at mousefantravel.com. Kate says, I am always thankful for this group as well. I am thankful to each and every one of you and this incredible community that you have created. I love being able to, like when I go and speak at conferences and to businesses, when I talk about the importance of community and meaningful and authentic community, I'm talking specifically about you. So you're not just impacting my life and the other people in this group, but you and what you do and the way you are and the way that you choose the good and treat one another really does have a much longer ripple effect on other people around the world. So I love you. Can I make it happen? Can I do it? There it is. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful, happy, safe, delicious Thanksgiving. Post your Thanksgiving food pictures, tag me in it so I see it. We'll all share them on Instagram and or in the clubhouse. And you know what? Give yourself a little round of applause because you are awesome and I love and appreciate you. I hope that you have an incredible Thanksgiving. And again, know how appreciative I am for you. If there's ever anything I could do for you, reach out and let me know. So until next time, see ya.